I was wondering, like Griffin and Eric, and my mom had said her home base was everywhere, and I can totally picture that. But she was had experienced more on Earth when she died, having children and stuff. And Griffin's is here, which I love. And Eric said his is with his mom, like their Earth house. But am I holding Griff back, or I don't want him to go anywhere, but is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, please don't go, but I want to know.
That important, Mom. You'd like to know that you're that important.
I am.
She's laughing. He goes, no, you can't hold me back.
Okay.
He said, I wish to stay. That's my comfort. It's what makes me feel good.
Good. When you're here, G, do you sit on the couch, or how does it work?
Sometimes I do.
Okay. Because people thought they saw you, like, going in your armoire getting clothes and stuff. Is that true?
No, I like to go through my things sometimes.
Okay. And someone thought they saw you, like, sitting in the chair, and you said, hey, what's up, or something, and you were watching TV, but the TV was off. How does that work?
Oh, he says, well, in my dimension, I have the TV on, and I'm surfing.
Oh, wow.
He says, I have a hard time sticking to one show.
Okay. When I tell you, like, at night, can you lay down with me or something, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can feel you sometimes in my hands. You see me hug, like, I feel you, but it looks like I'm hugging the air. If someone walked in, they might 5150 me. But I'll be like, I'm hugging you, Griff, and I feel something. I feel the energy.
Yeah, you can feel the resistance of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He says you've also felt the bed move. You felt the sheet tuck in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I try to do everything as possible, but, he says, I'm going to be myself, and if I don't want to lay down, I'm not going to lay down. And
right.
Because you'll know that, because you'll feel like I'm being defiant. You'll be like, fine, be that way.
Yeah, I know you. Totally, and I want you to be you. Do you ever lay in your bed, Griff? Like, or you guys don't get tired, or?
No, we don't get tired.
Wow, that's
I've
awesome.
laid down a few times, but not really. It's not for sleep. We don't really need that, but it was just memorabilia sake.
Wow.
How much of our humanness do we lose when we transition? Meaning, do you lose, like, all of the emotions and whatnot, and it becomes bigger than that?
No, you get different set of emotions.
Uh-huh.
They're better, because I will say that. They're better. Your eyesight is better.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing some colors that you just couldn't do on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have, sight, sound, touch, but touch is different. It's more like a merging. It's not like a resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And then taste, all that happens, but we don't need to eat. We're pure light energy.
Mm-hmm.
We recycle, we grow, we change from emotions. It's like we power ourselves.
Right.
We don't need sleep or rest.
Mm-hmm.
And in my world, we don't really have, sunrise, sunset, that kind of stuff, but we can go down to your dimensional planes and have that, which is awesome. That's why there's so many things on Earth that are so familiar, they're so attractive that you want to have that, and it's kind of what woos you to come back into another life. Even if you're thinking, this is going to be my last one, I'm not going to do this again. Because that normally doesn't happen.
Gee, it's so hard to wrap your head around. Do you think you could have wrapped your head around the way it is up there? Like,
No.
are you like here, like beside me? Everybody's beside me, like living, and I just don't feel them? Or are you like right above me? Or where are you? I can't get the concept around my head.
Beside you.
So a dimension, we're in one dimension, and do y'all think that photography is one of the things that's going to start proving other dimensions?
Yes.
And that's why we can pick up orbs and pictures?
Yes.
But why can I don't know technically why a camera can pick up an orb, but yet it's the same thing. You could be looking at the thing you're taking a picture of, but you see the orb in the photo, but you can't see it with your eyes.
Well, all I know is I had never had an orb in a photo until Griffin died. And they're huge.
That's awesome. Because the reason you can't see it is your eyes are only able to see just a slice of light, of vibrational light. That's it. Your eyes really aren't your best instrument whatsoever. You can actually feel more vibrational differences than see vibrational differences. Like, you only got the colors of the rainbow, man. You can't even see ultraviolet. So you can't see infrared. The cameras can. You know, we can make those lenses to be better than our actual eyes.
I think Sage and them in the beginning had seen a blue orb with a smiley face on it. Did you, Sage?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a picture of it.
A picture. It was
that
unbelievable. When Mom was alive, we were like, Mom, how much do you love Griffen? And she goes, this much, and did her hands out. And there was an orb with a smiley face in between her arms.
Oh my God, that's incredible. He's laughing so hard. He's going, you're welcome.
Dude, was that hard to do?
No.
That was amazing, G. Like, simply amazing. Truly amazing.
That is so cool.
Is our dimensions kind of like when we're in a pool of water and we're swimming and our arms are going in and out, in and out? Is that kind of like coming in and out of this dimension?
Yeah, because that's a great way of putting it.
Okay.
I mean, you got to get into quantum physics if you really want to understand.
No, I'm starting to study that and the Huygens boson theory and string theory and all those things. Can you learn on the other side how to do more? Like other people can teach you how to do more when you get there, like move things.
Sure.
And that's all physics, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But is it like Shawshank Redemption, the guy who can get things? Do you go see the guy who can move things?
He says, yeah, if you want to compare it like that, he's too busy laughing.
How do you guys get somewhere on time? Like, how did you and Mom know to come here at this time if you don't have time?
He just told me that I was really anal. I didn't think I was that anal. I look at my calendar all the time, and I read out my clients' names and times. And
oh, so he heard you.
Kind of like the week before, I do it the day before, and I do it the day of, and I ask for their guides, angels, relatives, friends to come forward.
Oh, wow.
So that this is the space that we're creating. But also they were with you when you set up the appointment, and they've been waiting this whole time too.
Right.
Wow.
Can when we call them forward, can they be like, not right now, sorry, I'm doing this? Or is it like that? Do they have control over that?
Yeah, they can be busy.
Got it. Okay.
But they also have the right to divide their attention, divide their energy, and show up in multiple places at one time.
That's what I was wondering, like, as we're talking to them through you and talking to you, are they with you and here?
They can be, yes. He is.
Where's he sitting?
After the, I don't know, we made some joke, and then that was right before the fuzzy thing that the ears.
Yeah.
He was in the kitchen. Now he's next to you. There's a countertop where he was leaning against.
In the kitchen, and there's a table behind me, and we're sitting, like, leaning over a huge coffee table.
I want the table behind you.
He's leaning?
He doesn't move. He doesn't.
He's fast, huh?
And I'm like, hey, G.
We're hugging him, Jamie.
We're hugging you. Air hugs.
He says, then I'm going to be the meat in the middle of the sandwich.
Oh.
In between you. Wedging in between. He's sitting in between.
I love you, Jeff.
He keeps showing me images that he's pushing his butt one side, pushing his butt the other way.
Get your butt out of my face.
Back into it. Like, do the booty shake.
Yeah. Booty shake. When you go to heaven, do you have a memory of heaven?
From all the other times that
Yeah, like you keep evolving. Is it start over? Like you come here and start over?
Oh, hell no. It doesn't start over. It all just compounds and grows together.
Have y'all, have y'all, Mom and G, met God or the light source? If that's anybody, I don't know. But then have you met Jesus? And if you just think about somebody, you can go meet them? Or how does it work like that? And do you show up as humans? Or do you show yourself?
He goes just like that. When you're thinking about someone, you know, if you have the intent that they're comfortable with, that they want to interact with, they're going to show up for you.
Mm. And do you show each other as humans?
Not all the time. It's not necessary.
Wow. Is it like Earth where you find someone to be a disappointment?
Oh, my God. He says, no, it's not like that because we don't have that kind of expectation on the other person to either
It's all love, huh?
or do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're just themselves. And it's really respectful, and you embrace them, and, you know, you just kind of move on from there.
Is it, Griffin, is there quiet time, or y'all always talking, or you text everybody, you announce I'm bored, I want to hang out, or you always with someone? Or?
No, you don't have to be always with someone. You can definitely just kind of vanish.
Mm. Where do you go when you vanish, Jake?
He goes to the ocean. No, this is the beach. Sorry. I'm just looking at the ocean.
Oh, okay.
He's sitting on the beach.
Wow. Do you have a lonely feeling ever when you're a spirit?
No. No, that's totally removed when you die.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the most incredible thing. You have no idea how much it runs your life. No idea. And when it's gone, you're just like, holy shit, I lost 100 pounds.
Like our emotions run our life?
Yeah, well, especially the being alone, disconnected.
Oh, yeah, feeling you don't fit in and
Yeah.
all the bullshit that I said you'd outgrow.
Yeah.
Was I right about anything I told you, Griff, about heaven? And
Yeah, the general concept, yes, yeah. You get a yes for general concept.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously I couldn't possibly create what you found.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that you really didn't know it.
Oh, yeah. Can you fly with a bird and be that free? And
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's not like a flapping of the wings kind of a thing. It's more of this rush feeling, this speed.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, if we're traveling from one place to the other, it just really feels like you're being transported, really. Just one spot to the other. Boom, boom.
Say just laughing because she looked at my questions. Griffin, you used to...
Oh my God, I'm sorry, Jamie.
You used to say, Griffin, you used to say I was a black woman trapped in a white woman's body. So I've got written down, have I ever been black?
Sorry, Jamie, I read this question and we're in this deep talk. I'm like, have I ever been black?
1,000 times over.
No.
Is there race in heaven, G, or Mom?
No.
No, there's just energy.
Yeah, there's bullshit here, I'll tell you that.
Sorry.
I agree.
Yeah.
If it's about, is it about our oneness and ascending and getting closer to the oneness? Does that mean we lose our individuality, or is that part of understanding and accepting everyone as being one, good, bad, or indifferent?
There you go. Yeah, it's just like that, and you don't lose your individuality. You don't get absorbed into the whole and then just become robotic
I felt like, is oneness like this, Griffin? When you died, I even saw you in an old man's eyes. It was like he made a special effort to talk to me. He didn't know you had passed away, but it was something simple like that. Just turned around and talked to me while he's buying stamps in the grocery store. Or it was weird. It was like I saw you everywhere. I still see you, but it was like sometimes I feel you're interacting through that human.
He's nodding his head, yeah.
It feels really great when it happens. It's like something it's not tangible. I can't really explain it. But I totally get it. Like, I'll leave thinking, wow, that was Griff. It was like an extra effort the person made, or extra love they gave me.
Right, and he says that's the moment that you know it's something beyond you, when you can't put the human words to it without destroying it. That's when you know it's something beyond your control or out of the norm, being delivered or so forth.
Two things. y'all know that if there's something that you don't know the answer to, you would tell us A and B if it's your opinion, if it's sort of like a real general question.
Oh, are you all knowing?
Yeah, like, you understand where we're trying to get with this? Like, so we ask a question and like, you either absolutely know, however, there's a difference between all knowing or
Are you
an
answering what you
opinion.
think's good for us?
Or
in general, I'll know.
Okay.
But if it's, if we're talking about time and free will and your choice, that's kind of something we can only guesstimate on. I can look into the future and see your future, how you're going to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Wow.
You got to understand that
Free will change.
every moment there's parallel decisions being made.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just being consciously aware of this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we could make decisions to change the outcome.
I don't believe you would have only lived to 23. Am I dead wrong, Griff? Oh, bad word. Am I so wrong?
He thought it was funny.
I did too, kind of, but yeah.
If it wasn't, then I would have checked out right after.
So, Gigi, you know this, being where you are, that you would have definitely died after that had this not happened. Or soon after.
Yeah.
From heroin?
Yeah, it would have been from another kind of drug overdose.
So,
Griff, what would you say if we agree to disagree as your mom?
That's fine.
Okay.
But there had to be some kind of punch in our family so that we could make the ripples for others.
Okay. What about Shawnee's hanging on to this idea that we were initially told that G was meant to live till 72 or something
And have two daughters.
Where did that come from, and how could that, different medium and whatnot? But what do you think about that?
He says, I think it comes straight from the emotion of hope.
Mm-hmm.
And that we believe having kids and growing old makes us have a better life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not necessarily true. It's the quality of the life that we had that's most important. That should measure our success.
Mm-hmm.
However, we were told this by another medium, and that it just could have been wrong.
You got to understand, every time we talk through somebody else, we have to go through their nonsense in their head. And if they have a hard time with people passing young, then we've got a sick amount of hope to go through and understanding for them.
And this was right when Griffin had passed, and she did say differently later.
So your contract, this was in your contract, Gigi?
Yeah, we're going to make some shit happen.
But it could have been free will, but you're saying this is a torch that's been passed to us, and what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Sometimes when people die, certain people, Martin Luther King, there are just so many examples, JFK, when people die in either traumatic ways when they're younger or ways, Tupac, music, it's for a larger good, to make an impact on everyone, and as opposed to someone getting old and dying old, it makes a larger impact on the world, so therefore it affects people in a more profound way, can make changes. Is that why?
He stood up and started pointing down to my empty sheet of paper, and he goes, write it down. Write it down.
The soul of awareness, right, Griff? That's what you had said before. You said, I'm not a prophet. I'm not claiming to be a prophet, but maybe I can be the soul of awareness.
Yes.
Amen to that.
So there are people that, like Jesus Christ on the cross, there are reasons all these things happen. There are much bigger reasons because it makes an impact on us. And living a more conscious life, sometimes really wonderful people have to leave young.
They said it's so cool to watch you come to.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe, you can't ever believe you signed up to lose a child, but maybe they thought I was really strong. I don't know.
Shawnee is having a very hard time dealing with you, Gigi. The idea that you were going to die in your 20s regardless, or 18, 19, 20. She is just not wanting to believe this, not understanding it, nor will she ever.
And not meaning I haven't accepted what's happened and I'm not going to do anything with it. I absolutely am.
I think that's part of human nature, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you ever want to believe?
Right.
We sat down and agreed to this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we really signed up for this shit? Are you serious? All of us did?
You signed up to move across the fucking country to be with her.
Mm.
Right.
Mm. I must have lost my mind.
I mean, before we came here.
Yeah, we're part of the movement of waking everybody up.
Right. What can we so writing a book, I thought about starting a blog, like anything we can do to help bring people forward. You just feel...
If you want to get that book published, you better have a blog.
There you go. It's weird, I've been thinking about that.
Griffin, when you said Babylon, was that an analogy to get books from, like the trading place?
Yes.
The center? Okay. Remember Robin Williams said the Heavenly Library or something like that? What did he say? It was funny. Have you met MG?
Has he met him?
Yes. Or has he met you?
Yes.
Is he cool?
That would be a yes. I'm like, why are you laughing? You have to tell us why.
Because he's funny.